Good afternoon. It's Chief Nadjiwon with a weekly update. We've been doing these updates on informing the community about new things, involvements around the pandemic, COVID-19. This afternoon we're at the police station, often referred to in the community as the cop shop. And it does have a history. It's one of the older buildings in the community, and at one time it was a woodworking factory. And prior to that, it was a school, a day school. So that's where we're coming from this afternoon with just a couple of updates. One being that the band programs will remain closed until June the 12th. That is, all band programs are closed till June the 12th. And of course, as everyone knows, and the young people aren't too thrilled about it, the schools are down until September, Labor Day, and they're a little antsy. They would like to get back to school, but they're going to have to wait another 3 months. And for those of us who might be wondering why the programs are going to remain closed till June the 12th, it's to enter phase one of the return, the new normal, getting places ready in the workplace, making sure that we've addressed social distancing in the workplace, and all of our buildings are now being accommodated with plexiglass barriers between receptionists, clerks, and others. So that's basically giving us time, another few weeks to prepare for the opening. And it'll be a gradual opening, but with time we'll be back in full force. But again, I do believe we're all aware that we're going to be living a new norm. So that's reason for the closure of the programs. In regards to the schools being closed, we are just falling in line with the provincial guidelines and accommodating the knowledge they have of and the rationale they have for a high degree of caution, keeping the children safe and the family safe. So now I want to do another call out regarding our the initiative around the community garden. Since last week we have worked up the land. There are 3 plots ready to go, and there will be 12 cribs ready to be planted. So any interested community members who want to get involved, we're ready to roll with the gardening. We also want to make sure that we address safety issues at the community garden with Johnny on the spots, I believe they're called, and also a means of keeping sanitized, hands cleaned, and whatever. So it's looking good. I went with Councillor Sid Nadjiwon, and he picked up some plants and herbs, and he's the go-to guy when it comes to asking about how do you plant, when do you plant, and why do you plant. The man with the green thumb. So again, we're looking for volunteers. Now's your chance. So either show up at the garden or let us know at the band office. We appreciate all the help we can get. And as I said, the building behind me is the police station, and we're going to have a member of a community emergency response group address the community today, what they've been doing over the last several weeks in regards to initiatives around COVID-19. I'll be introducing Sergeant Wurfel.
Hi, my name's Sergeant Wurfel, and I'm the supervisor of the Nashiniming Police. The Community Emergency Response Group is a group within our community of essential workers, program supervisors, and leaders in the community who provide information to Chief and Council in regards to the COVID pandemic and providing them current information that they can provide to the community and the members in response to the pandemic. In the emergency response group, we provide information pertaining to community safety, update them on the legislation and enforcement of legislation, and ensure that the legislation is being followed. So the province of Ontario has issued several emergency orders under the Emergency Management and Protection Act. Such orders are in relation to social gatherings, limiting the amount of people, social gatherings. That's one of the things that we're starting to have a challenge with now that the weather is becoming nicer, people are wanting to get together, and that's certainly understandable, but there are limits and there is still danger of spreading COVID-19, so we're trying to limit the groups of some of the challenges we're facing are people traveling in and out of the community, enforcing the restrictions that are put in place in regards to non-residents and members traveling within the community. Hikers are beginning to come into the community via trails, and those are some of the challenges we're facing now, is to be able to monitor and enforce those type of things. The message I'd like to give to the community is let's not be complacent. We're making great strides. We're flattening the curve, both as a community and a province. Let's not get complacent. Let's continue to self-isolate, have hygiene practices that will prevent COVID-19 spread, and we'll get through this together in a safe and healthy manner. Grateful for the community's support in regards to the restrictions and their cooperation, and I know these are tough times, and we miss our loved ones who aren't able to come and visit, but I certainly do appreciate what the community's doing and the seriousness that they've taken to try to mitigate any spread of COVID-19 in the community, and so far it's been quite successful. I'd like to thank everybody for listening, and we're certainly, although we do have some restrictions to our building, we're certainly always available by telephone or email to answer any questions or concerns that you may have in regards to the legislation or our role in helping prevent the spread of COVID-19 in our community. Thank you.
Sure.
So in closing, I'd like to thank Sergeant Wurfel for taking the time to speak to the community. And while I was speaking, I was taking a tour around the property and noticed one of the Johnny on the spots still alive and well. Maybe get the cameraman to go there and have a "What's This?" segment for the kids to show them that the way the washrooms were built in the past. Since last week, 7 days ago, it was very, very cool out, no leaves on the trees. 7 weeks later, it's nice, clear, sunny, and warm. So through the week, this week, we are continuing to deliver fish to membership, and we'll continue through the end of the COVID and till we get into phase one. And I know everyone is getting very, very impatient, but bear with us. We've done really well. We're doing really well. We intend to continue doing very well. And I have to put one last plug in for Volunteers for the Garden. No matter what your skills, show up, contribute, participate, and in the fall we'll reap the rewards of those plants sown this late spring. Miigwech. We'll see you next week. Till then, be safe, keep healthy.